Hello and welcome to this match between Marco playing as the British Forces and Miguel with Africa Corps. I am Tightrope and joining me today is AE on this new map and he will be very familiar with it.
Yeah, I originally worked on... Faymonville was originally a relic map back in 2014. If you can remember, it had huge mansions and everything. And then the community were allowed to work on it, and I was allowed to work on it with Stern Panther and Rosbone. And then with the Master League Tournament Series, I took it further, and I recruited Kpen, and him and I collaborated on it greatly together. And we used top-level player feedback Tightrope all the time. We're hosting like King of the Hill tournaments on it, just like on this map. And we iterated and iterated until I felt like it was the best competitive map, although a bit short and a bit stubby, but still a really good competitive map. And then we've done the exact same thing for Co3 Tightrope. All last year we had loads of Master League tournaments, loads of player feedback, and I'm very happy to say I think this is more than ready for auto match, and I'm really hoping you guys are going to enjoy it. I'll briefly talk about what's different to the Co2 version. I'm sure you're already familiar with. The islands are accessible here, so you've got a +10 munitions there, and you've got a pontoon area near to the sacrificial goat of RNG in the north. That expands things for Co3 Tightrope. You know, you've got those light vehicles that you're going to want to use. Well, the idea is that you're going to want to use them there to try and get around the side. And then, of course, we've basically had to change the territory system to match the Co3 territory system Tightrope. So the map... Oh, Dingo's finding the Kradschutzen. Keep an eye on that one.
Oh, this is some dangerous maneuvering from Miguel. He's fast with that thing. He's baiting it.
Oh, Miguel, formerly known as Devem, otherwise known as the 3-time world champion. That's SNF 4, Operation Charlie Fox, and the Warpaint tournament as well. 3 massive cash tournaments he won back in the day. Versus Marco, one of the community originators of casting with Ami Pullet Funk back in the day, of course, and one of the co-founders of co2.org, if you didn't know. And now, both of them work for Relic, so that's happy. And what both of these guys do...
a bit about the sector layout,
sorry, I was going to make it like how it should work for Co3, we've had to obviously change it. And now it works way more like you got the +10 fuel and the +10 munitions really close to the base. They're known as safe territory sectors. And then you've got those big L-shaped cutoffs which allow it to work basically like road tuners. And talking of cutoffs, Miguel is going strongly for both of them at the same time here, Tightrope.
Classic aggression from him. I actually remember playing a tournament match against him. I think it was for like the 2019 World Championships on this very map, and I got blasted out by him pretty fast.
Oh god! Anyway, he just started blasting, and that's how Devem plays. He doesn't know any other way. So yeah, you got these big L sections. They're new, and it's basically the hint. I copied off Road to Tunis Tightrope. I think Road to Tunis is the best map in Co3 for 1v1. I just made Faymonville and that, combined them. And then Kpen did an amazing job of making this map look incredible, Tightrope. I think you can agree. It looks awesome, right?
Yeah, I really like the poppies on this. Very, very nice.
It's gorgeous. That was his idea. A tribute to the Anzacs, which I'm sure you'd be pleased to know. Yep.
Hopefully we'll be seeing some of them in the game in the future.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be lovely. So yeah, big shout out to Kpen. He's, for my money, the best map maker for visuals as a mine detonates on a tree. He's glad that wasn't on the dingo there, Marco. So our YouTube audience wants to start talking about the bloody players and the things that are happening. So go on, Tightrope, take it away.
Yeah, well, we've got the Panzerjägers coming in from Miguel up against this dingo, getting a couple good shots in there.
Yep, not a bad option.
Lock into Italian infantry for Miguel as well early on at this stage.
Ooh, spicy. Can be a very dangerous battle group, as we all know, currently in auto match. Assault Grenadiers coming out for Devem next. I think Devem's the DAC master, Tyra, but I get that. I gather that him and Marco together have had a lot of influence on the DAC faction. Devem probably in how it plays, and Marco in the Italian flavorings of it. So, yeah, they should be very well accustomed with it.
Well, yeah, it can be so aggressive, DAC, especially in the first, 10 minutes of the game. So I think that would suit Miguel's playstyle very, very well.
Nice capping on the fringes. Those plus 10 munitions are coming in clutch at the moment, stretching the game out a little bit. Trying to make Faymonville not just be a slog for the centre. I will just remark upon two things we couldn't get for this version. There was no windmill asset, sadly. I really hope there might be in the future. And, oh, that's okay. Cratchitson should be fine in this. There's nothing we could do to make a big mansion, so we just cobbled together 6 buildings. So you have to be careful how this one plays. When you get into it, you fire the way. The windows you get into are the ones you can fire out of. You can't fire out of all of them, Tightrope, so just be careful with that. But once you get used to it, it's not that gamey. It's fine. But it's just that first time you interact with it, like, huh? What's going on?
That's good. Good to know for top tips from the map maker.
Yeah, Mommy and Kpen, yeah. Okay, so Jaegers have found the dingo. That could be deadly.
Oh, that's a cheeky ambush from Miguel. Oh, he was waiting there. He was camouflaged, hoping for the target, and he got it.
Bloody did.
Very well played.
Good use of the bonuses, Tightrope.
Yeah, exactly. Bonus damage firing from ambush, which does actually add up to like almost perfectly killing the dingo like that.
Certainly does. Vickers out for Marco. It's crucial to get your MGs out as well. Another top tip, by the way, there's a new LOS blocker here, so if your opponents from the east, they set up MGs in this area, you can actually flank them using a bit of LOS. You see the chicken coup in the central paddock area there, Tightrope. Oh, Royal Engineers in trouble. They need to get the suppression off.
But light cover prevents the suppression. They survive anyway. Very, very close call for Marco, though. He's got the Humber out, though, and it's going straight for these assault greens.
Yeah, smoking their way out of there, though. They're just using the smoke at the moment. There we go. Humber's having some good fun with them.
I think the Humber did get a slight buff to its AoE this patch as well, so it is better at these attack ground scenarios.
And what was that then? Did they just change the amount of models it can affect with one shot or something like that?
Nah, just increased the size of the AoE.
Wow. Tightrope's big brain. You can remember all these changes. I'm always in awe of your Tightrope. Of course, you want to check out Tightrope's analysis of patch notes. They're always superior to AE's. AE's are like hot takes, and you've got a good chance most of those hot takes are probably wrong. Anyway, double Jaegers from Devem. He's gone for a very infantry-heavy build, hasn't he, here? That's unexpected, I'd say.
Yeah, usually you see a lot more light vehicles from Africa at this stage, but maybe he was respecting the dingo earlier. Might have been countering his like 250s if he wanted to go for that, so going lighter on the light vehicles, heavier on the infantry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Royal Engineers are in a bad part of town.
Get a grenade off.
That was
That might have saved their lives, honestly.
Maybe. I would not I'd not like to do that if that was me. Nice scouting, by the way, from Marco here. Both of these are Co 1 veterans, and the idea of scouting, but Devem's been auto-building all those buildings, and they're miles off the base entrance there. There's no way you could have seen what was going on, I think. Grenade assault in the centre. Easy dodge for the Welshman.
Oh, here come the Panzerjägers. Look out, Humber. Oh, he's hiding behind the trees. Gets out of there. That was a close call, though. Miguel sneaky with those Panzerjägers.
Humber's a bit of a glass cannon, wouldn't you say, Tightrope? It elicits a lot of damage, but it's easy to take out. You have to be careful with it.
Yeah, very, very low health on it. Did get a slight armor buff here, though.
Oh, dear. This infantry section's got to run the gauntlet through. Mostly Panzerjäger, so he should be relatively fine. Oh, mine on the island there! On AE Island in the south. Gradschützen taken out. Oh, dear. They obviously came onto the island from the other bridge there, and they never left the island. So, F in chat.
Nice mine from Marco.
Ooh.
One
Marco's
of the best
actually
ways
holding...
to counter those bikes.
Sorry to interrupt, Tyra. Marco's actually holding most of the map here. It's exciting.
Yeah, the Humber's really keeping Miguel under pressure. You know, those Panzerjägers can't be everywhere at once. He's taking full advantage of the high mobility of that Humber.
Certainly is. It's a nice high-level game as well. Marco's now going for a double AT gun build, KO2 styley. Not a bad map for it. You know, it's got nice open paths and channels.
Yeah, well, they've got nothing to fire at right now. I wonder if these two have played each other and he knows that Miguel's going to have some kind of power spike coming up here shortly.
Yeah, but what could he be going for? He's missed the opportunity for the L6s, one would assume. The window, rather, for them. Oh, Royal Engineer's about to die. Panzerjägers have gone all the way up the map now.
Camouflage, they come out. And they get the kill.
Oh, I don't want to be that guy. He did not have a nice end there, unfortunately. Well, what's left of him?
Marco's been playing a dangerous game with these sappers the entire match. Like, they've had some very close calls.
But they're getting their revenge in the north. Devem's just walking straight through them. Oh, dear. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Devem staying to the last model of those assault grens. He likes to live dangerously, does our Dev.
Oh, we've got some Guastatori up here for Miguel now.
Yeah. And more Royal Engineers are about to die. Looks like there's... Oh, assault grenadiers are actually suppressed there thanks to the Vickers saving their life. That is clutch there.
Yeah, that was a huge Vickers play. Completely saving the day.
Oh, I tell you what, this has been a spicy game so far, Tightrope. You're liking how it's playing?
Yeah, really nice to see this Humber sweeping from side to side.
Oh, you've got the pyramid. The trapezoidal pyramid of death on the field. Oh, no.
Now he's bringing in both vehicles, so trying to overwhelm the Panzerjägers. Drops down the mark area, boosting up the damage on the Panzerjägers as well.
Yep, and the Humber drops its arty as well, it seems. There's an orange smoke. Is that just for the mark, is it?
Yeah, I think that's maybe new for the mark.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know about that. Nice. But it shows you that Devem, of course, is obviously he's one of the best players ever, but he's also of the design team because he knew that he could just stand there against the Crusader AA and do the damage he did with the Jaegers. So good game feel. Oh, not good feel for this Vickers on the retreat. Oh dear.
Yeah, this is dying real fast here. It's going to be a narrow escape if he does get away. He could bring the Humber in for some smoke maybe, but... No. Now it's up for grabs, and it looks like Miguel's going to be the one taking it.
Yeah, there's no one near for Marco at this point. He's now gotten his AA back, but he's never getting that Vickers back.
Big mine going off there.
Yeah, that was a good one. Now, Gassatori are expensive to reinforce, so you want to get them back to base.
Okay, Marta coming out for Miguel to counter this now.
Yeah,
You know, the Panzerjägers were doing fine, but you don't want to take that manpower bleed every time you force your opponent's tank back like that.
such a good point, Tightrope. Yeah, you can stand and trade, but it's quite the cost in manpower. And meanwhile, your opponent's going to keep repairing. It doesn't cost him anything. So, yeah, get something bigger and better out of the Marder. All right, then. Okay, here we go. We've got the Humber Vet 2 in the North Panzer Grenadiers. They're gonna just hold their ground and try and pretend something bigger is coming, and it is coming. The Marder 3 is gonna trade with these vehicles now and keep them at bay. Meanwhile, in the centre, we've got Assault Grenadiers sweeping in for the 6-pounder. We've got another AA Crusader in the south as well, Tightrope. This game is on the knife's edge here.
Yeah, it kind of comes down to the AT gun positioning of Marco right now. If he can counter these Marders with the AT guns, he's in a good position. He'll be doing massive damage with all those vehicles.
Yeah, massive damage indeed. That was my rapper name back in the 2000s, just an FYI. You can still get some of my CDs in charity shops in the Midlands. Tightrope doesn't believe it. I'm sure he doesn't believe it. Okay, fair enough.
What's your signature song? What's your hit?
Oh, there were too many. Too many to mention. Right, we got Marco pushing in, and the Assault Grenadiers getting out of there. Oh, that could have been a nasty wipe, but they were able to get through a hole in the bushes I didn't know existed.
Oh, even the map maker can be surprised by some of the twists and
That
turns.
was Kpen. There, that was Kpen. Yeah, that one. No, I'm sure they vaulted. I'm sure they vaulted. We need to get onto that. Anywho, Mod is pushing in, trying to keep him at bay. He's got a very northerly direction here.
And very cheeky, using this sight blocker to his advantage. Marco doing big damage, avoiding the counter attack.
Yeah, he's trying his best. Panzer Grenadiers pushing up. And, yep. Devam's looking to tighten the noose. Marco's operating with agility, trying to keep the game alive, but seems like Devam's got a lot of momentum.
The KD is pretty close between the two players at this stage, though. You might think that with Marco, with all his vehicle play, would have bled less, but still very tight in that department.
Yeah, it's been a high-level game, to be honest. This is, kind of reminiscent of high-level tourney play for the most part. Seems that these guys have been playtesting Co3 quite a lot. Marder could be playtesting, yep, this AA Crusader. And testing it to breaking point.
Yeah, really good use of the tear gas round there from Miguel, slowing that down. Couldn't escape. So Brent's getting right on top of these team weapons now as well. Brent's doing their best to try and repel them.
Yeah, they're trying their best, they're fighting their hardest, but this Marder's running rampant. Humber somehow survives. One more shot necessitated. These 6-pounders, yep, they find their range now, so we're having a proper 4-way battle.
Oh, is he going to go for the tear gas again? Oh, man. Tried to get aggressive, was hunting for the kill there, but the tear gas round again shuts down Marco's vehicle movements.
Yeah, Marco had the right idea as well, using different directions to push in, but Devam was just wise enough to it, made great use of the abilities, and he's got his just desserts now. He's in a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, army size-wise, Miguel way ahead at this stage. But Miguel probably has to do some taking up, whereas Marco, maybe later on, could just go straight for a Churchill. So without ticking, so that can save him some big resources.
Yeah, good indeed. Call-ins central for Marco. Could be making great use of that with a power spike incoming. Let's see if he can get to the HCPs needed. Vet 3, Bren's getting friends to help them out. They're battling hard against the Gustatory. Meanwhile, in the north, Royal Engineers could meet their end. No, they get out of there. It's a close one, Tightrope.
Yeah, just a little bit better control from Miguel, I think. Some of these corner engagements seem to be going his way right now. But still, well, like quite competitive on the victory points as well.
Yeah, it's really close. It's really close. It seems like they've both postured for position quite a bit. Marco seems to be defending reasonably well. Still got those 6-pounders importantly alive. The Vickers loss has really hurt him, but then again, Devam's not really using the Vickers at the moment. He's got it just placed down south, keeping Marco in the central area, just trying to churn him up.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I was looking at Miguel's armory upgrades, and he hasn't gone for the veteran squad leaders upgrade, which would buff up all his infantry. I'm quite surprised by that.
Yeah, very surprised. He's got all this infantry starting to push in now. Got Marder support. He's got a lot of fuel, Devam has. I think he's trying to show people that you can play with DAC infantry, maybe. That's maybe what he's going for here. Do you think that's a possibility, Tightrope?
Well, if he wasn't, he's certainly proving it to be true.
But it's like anything Devam does. He's won more tournaments than any other human for Company Heroes alive. So it's like, come on, guys, it's easy. Just be like me.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, easier said than done. Probably end up looking more like AE playing Company Heroes than Devam if you try what he's doing. Marder backing up. But it's going to be fine. Just keeping the pressure on him. He's also capping in the north at the moment. does Marco have coming out? Those Crusader AA losses, he's lost all momentum now. I think he's just kind of trying to figure out what his next options could be. He does have platoon command post down, but he's just probably thinking about his next choice right now. What do you think he's going to go for?
Yeah, it's got to be a Churchill. I think he's got the VP lead right now. He's got a bit of time to work with. So he's just trying to minimize losses until that Churchill arrives.
Oh, but the triple cap's coming in and there's infantry waiting for him on the way there. So it's going to be hard to stop it happening, quite frankly.
Oh, he's locked into the Black Prince. So he's going for the more expensive of the two Churchills. So it's still a way off in terms of resources.
Comebacks on. Here we go. He's going for the ultra late game experimental heavy tank. That's never ended badly, Tightrope, ever.
If he can get it out, that thing is really hard to kill.
Yeah. With veterancy, it gets faster as well, and that's the dangerous thing. It's already like a battleship on tracks, just rolling around the battlefield. But yeah.
I wonder if maybe Marco would even consider withdrawing and refitting his Humber to get that little boost to get the Black Prince out earlier.
Oh, that'd be
It was
clutch.
pretty strong though, Vet 3.
Yeah, he's got quite a few victory points left as well as Marco. He's actually still in the lead. Miguel Devam's only just gotten the triple cap now, so that is a victory point per second now in Co 3. It's been, of course, sped up a little bit from Co 2.
Let's see what he can get done with this mortar.
Yeah, Mortar is a good choice. He's obviously up against the MG, and that's pretty much it from support weapons, actually. It's never a bad choice to go Mortar in this game. It's a bad choice to lose your Humber, though.
Oh, clutch reactions there. Really good smoke usage from Marco.
Oh, he's got the grenade launcher as well. He's causing all kinds of problems with the support weapons. He's taken back the northern victory point is Marco, but the Panzer Grenadiers are going to put their toe over the line, I think. Just keep on the pressure.
He's stalling up well here, Marco. He's stalling up well. He's going to get that Black Prince. I can feel it.
Where there's hope, there's always a possibility. But, you know, we've got to keep hope. We've got to keep hope for Marco. He's been a great source of inspiration for Relic with company history. A lot of the good stuff from the Italian flavors of the DAC and the Wehrmacht have come from him, I believe. I think that's why he's got a map named after him now. Villa Fiore, of course.
Yeah, that's the ultimate honor. You have a map named after you.
Yeah, sadly, AE Mansion has not been made quite yet. Humber backs up. Royal Engineers jump in for him. Miguel still with just the one vehicle. He's got a No, he's actually... What's he gone for now, fuel-wise there, Tightrope? Can you see what he's been up to?
Not really.
He's got the Panzer Army Command, I believe it's called.
Yeah, he hasn't made anything from it yet, though.
Just flexing. It seems. And here we go. Finally, Tightrope has his ultimate counter to Devam's being good at Co.
Yeah, this thing can hit really hard, too. Miguel's going to need to be fast on the retreats when this thing starts blasting.
And soon it will. Gustas are going to be the first target. And what's he got on the base exit there?
Oh, the old Beach barrage. Gets a decrew on the mortar, maybe?
I'll tell you what, that's on right on the edge. And that's... The scatter means it's actually reaching the base there. Nasty. Yeah, he planted it right on the edge. Yeah. Sorry.
Continuing on, though. He's going after these Grostatori. They're trying to hide in the smoke. Where's the attack groundwork?
Here it comes. And he misses. Gastatori behind him now all of a sudden.
Oh, wow. He decreed the AT gun there as well. That's quite a lot of scatter on that Obiche.
Oh, my God. Have you seen the craters?
Those are 305mm shells. They're some big boys.
Oh, big boys, and they're very inaccurate boys as well. They're kind of all over the place. Can't believe he got the wipe on the AT gun there. That's just annoying for Marco.
He is at least, he's in control in the north right now, so he's not bleeding out too hard, but he desperately needs to get onto a second victory point.
Yeah, Marco's got that northern one for now. What have you seen?
Miguel's gone for armored reserves. He's going for a tiger.
Oh, there you go. They're putting on a show, Tightrope.
The two heavies are going to go head-to-head here.
Well,
very close, just needs a bit more manpower for it.
This feels more like a WWE match than going full out at this point from DevM, I feel. Yeah. It's Coastal Mania, apparently, and DevM's pretending to be all weak for a moment. Then he's gonna hulk up and go for the finish, I feel.
Well, we can only hope. Man, this tiger's so close now. Really looking forward to these two going head-to-head.
I mean, to my recollection, I think the Black Prince does very well in that engagement. The Tiger doesn't tend to, deflect any rounds from its frontal armor.
Yeah, well, I think the Black Prince does have... Ooh, there goes that Humber.
It lasted a while, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It gets a little bit of health bonus from Vet. That helped it stay alive for a bit longer there. But yes, finally the Tiger is on the field for Miguel.
Tiger, Black Prince, the ultimate confrontation. That definitely happened historically because there's voice lines in the game that allude to it.
It's going to come down to the supporting anti-tank, I think. The Marder v the double AT guns, which is going to be in better position for the fights.
Yeah, and of course the infantry, can it get rid of those AT guns? That's the problem with having a support weapon-based anti-tank. They're a little bit more susceptible to being pushed off the field. Meanwhile, the Marder will be able to continue to assist. Victory points back in DevM's favour there. Really grinding Marco's VP countdown. He's going to be double-digit figure land very shortly.
Yeah, he's capping in the middle. He needs another point. Repairing in combat can be risky for Marco, but they're kind of positioned towards the rear, so kind of safe back there.
Oh, Jaeger's flank the Black Prince. Oh, and a big
another
penetration.
This could be nasty. He's got the Obiche coming down as well.
Here we go.
Oh no! Disaster for the Black Prince. The Obiche. Oh, that's devastating from Miguel.
Oh, could be a squad wipe on the Royal Engineers on retreat as well. Ah, he hit the Tiger! I told you he was inaccurate.
And Jaeger's chasing. There's so much smoke, but he's gonna try to get the kill here.
Yep. Base MG's kicking in. Oh, one more penetration should do it. One more. There he goes. He got it. And
well done there by Miguel. Like, that Black Prince is so slow. You got to be really careful with it. And
yeah, that's its one true weakness until it gets Vet 3, of course. But, yeah, well played by DevM all in all.
Yeah, he's just been tearing Marco up with those tear gas rounds the whole game.
Dare I say it, maybe one thing he wished he saw players using more, and he's just, like, showcasing it possibly.
Tiger's coming back in now to finish the job.
Yeah. Nearly got the
sure
squad wipe on retreat. He, kills the AT gun as well. There's no way back now, surely.
Yeah, this is the problem. If you don't tick up, it does limit your options. Can't go for like a 17-pounder or anything to counter this.
Vic is firing. Oh, AT gun wiped instantly by the Tiger. The 88mm high explosive shell doing the damage.
Cutting off the decrew weapon now. Marco just sitting in base. Do you think he's trying to stall up for another Black Prince? No, there's no chance. He'll drain out too fast.
Yeah, we're writing fan fiction at this point. If Marco could make a comeback, I really don't think it's possible. Maybe if DevM, rips his hamstring or something. I don't know. That's not going to happen.
His hand gets cramped, you know? He has to
Yeah.
play with his left hand or something.
Yeah, something like that. Carpal tunnel. Ah! Well, back in the day in KO2, in the middle of KO2's era, Devon would have bug splats in tournaments. It's the only thing that could stop him, I remember.
KO3 much more stable, though.
Oh, yeah. It's the best thing it had at launch was its stability, and they've only added to its functionality since then. But it just runs like a dream, to be honest. Really high frame rates. And if they get bug splats like in a patch, it's usually just due to a bug or two, and then they iron it out quite quickly. So I urge people to try it out if it didn't run well for you at one point. It's probably running really well now if you give it a go.
Well, this Tiger... It's again, 2 times we've had these base killing scenarios going on.
Yeah, going for it. Oh, this infantry section on the island over there, that's got to run the gauntlet all the way back to base. There's about 5 squads in total on its retreat path, and then a Tiger if it makes it back to base. I think he should just retire.
Yeah, I think Miguel's playing with his food a bit here.
I think he's been doing it all game, mate, to be honest. No offense to Marco. But it's definitely a good spectacle. Ah, there it is. There are those grenades from the Tiger. Just killing him off. Ooh! Look at this on the island. He's got the incendiary off.
Recon Arty.
Recon Arty, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
One of the last laugh, a Pyrrhic victory.
Oh, indeed. Moral. It's the only kind of victory he's going to have in this case. But they played to the end. Dev code, I told you, Tightrope. Play to that last victory point, no matter what. GG, well played, says Marco.
Well, there we go. Do you feel like this was a fair showcase of your fresh new map that's getting added to Auto Match?
Yes, I liked it. I thought that before the game got a little bit WWE-ified, no offense to the players, the first half of the game I thought was very dynamic and fluid, and it's what I want to see. I think good maps are all about flow, and I like to think that map show had a lot of flow, up to around the 16, 18-minute mark kind of thing.
Yeah, very interesting use of the Humber from Marco. It was nice to watch.
Yeah, it was lovely. And thanks again for having me, Tightrope. Thanks to Relic for giving us the opportunity to do some casting on their channel. It's been a good laugh. It's really good to see these new maps and cast some devs playing each other.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping put this map together as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Kpen, of course. I don't want him getting salty in my DMs. You didn't mention the enough. I did all the took me ages. And yeah, we know. Well done, Kpen. You did a good job, mate. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you're not subscribed to Relic, you probably should be, because they make RTS games, and not many people do that these days. Cheers.